Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Tuesday, September 9th, 2014. Well, we have really nothing to cover from yesterday. Today is the JOLTS report, which is the job opening and something or another. I don't know. It's a number of job openings anyway, as counted by the U.S. government. I don't really know what it means. There's a lot of jobs open. If we were to take a look at this, here is in graphical format, and you can see here before the big dump in 2008, it was pretty high, and we're right back up there with a very sharp increase recently, sharper than even anything that we saw back here. No, this is a sawtooth pattern, but this one is just linear, just straight up. And I don't know, does nobody want to work anymore? Is that what it's all about, or can't we find qualified people for these openings? I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. But that is the number. Okay, now let's take a look at what's going on across the big ponds over in Asia. We're mixed. Not real bullish, not real bearish, just kind of hanging around zero. And in Europe, it looks pretty much the same. Mostly bearish, but just barely, so not really all that bad. And of course, the big thing here is Apple, 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 Apple. And I like this one. I'm glad that there's differences of opinion. iPhone may single-handedly move China's economy. And then there was another one down here. What happened to it? They must have took it off. It was something to do with, why iPhone is losing in China. It's gone. He took it off, I think. So I found that to be kind of interesting. Okay, let's take a look at the futures here. Pretty much looks like those in Asia and Europe. It just kind of, I don't know what to do. Maybe I'm just waiting to see what the glorious Apple's going to do. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The VIX, though, is at 12.6. Gold is at 1258, and it's not really going anywhere. And oil is at 93.23, up a tad overnight, but still kind of low, which makes me happy. At least we're not heading here in Central Ohio into the $4 a gallon range. Be a little bit lower than normal. We don't want to hit $4. I'm sure we will, but we don't want to. Alright, yesterday we only had Visa on our watch list, and I don't think anything really happened there, so we can just launch right into the A+ list immediately here. Just as I get my act together. Okay, let's go back to Apple. And I must have been messing around with this yesterday. It's not going to crash, are you? Come on. Yes, it is. Okay, be back in a sec. Alright, that wasn't too bad, was it? Where are we here? There we go. Okay. Here is Apple. We were looking for a hook on Apple, and believe it or not, we got it. I'm not going to trade this week. You guys want to trade this, you can, but I am not going to trade any sort of bullish trades. Just not doing it. But we have a hook here on Apple. Now, you wouldn't have gotten into it yesterday, because with the hook you would have been looking at this candle and you would be going, And I don't know. Is this strong enough? This is kind of a big candle here, and I don't have this in the rules at all or anything, but this is a big pullback. So is Apple strong enough to rebound? I don't know. It's certainly in the news, but what if their introduction of the iPhone 6 is a flop? I don't even know when it's going to happen. I didn't read any of the articles. You would think that if they knew the date that it would be flashed up there, but I'm not seeing anything right now. Nothing caught my eye. So I'm just hesitant, I guess you could say. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to put, this is alertable, so I'm going to put an alert on it. And let's just see what happened. What happens? We want the last. At or above, that's good. So we have an alert here. Above the high. And we'll see if it comes through today. Okay, so that's on the list. Amazon, I'm going to take this off of here. Yeah, I have a lot of drawings to get rid of here, so I'm going to remove all these drawings. There's a whole bunch of little targets back here that I got rid of. Chopping its way up. Trying to fill this gap here. Nothing going on for us. Nothing at all. Okay, I added Boeing back in. Used to be on the A+ list. I added them back. And they had a fine day yesterday. So, what are they in? I don't know what they're in. Definitely we're in a pretty strong downtrend. On the weekly, we're here with a very strong uptrend. So, I don't know. We're just going to watch it for a while before we jump in on anything there. And Baidu, we have a channel here. We're at the top of the channel. Would we go with a... If I was going to go bullish this week, just on with a 20 delta or something like that, this is where I would do it. Baidu would be my candidate. I'm not going to officially record this, but I'm going to put it down to take a look at it today, especially if it moves down. So I'm going to put an alert. This is just for me personally. You can do whatever you want, but if it starts to move down at or below the low from yesterday, I might just do something with it. Alright, next is Chipotle. Let's see, Chipotle, very tight range, very tight. Maybe a 20 delta here. It's actually has set up for a questionable or possible 50 delta, but look at this momentum. We're at... Let's see, I don't know what we're at. Let me put the bubble on there. Well, we're at 2. I want to add the bubble. So, MACD, show bubble. There. You can see the bubble here, and we know what that value actually is. I should show the bubble here too. Show bubble, overbought, show bubble. Yes, it's there. Okay, so now we got bubbles over here. That's what those are. Let's see. Could do a 20 delta here, but I'm not doing any sort of bullish trades this week, but that would be a good 20 delta, and I'll record that. You guys want to take a look at it. All right, Costco. I'm not going to flip back and forth here. I do. You know that I was really whipping around between charts and stuff like that before, and it may be why it crashed. Costco, are we going to come down here for our target? Maybe. We'll find out. DJX, let's take a look at the Dow. Opened up yesterday and did a little bit of pulling back. That's what we're seeing here, and we see that here on the intraday 78-minute chart. It's saying go long. No way. No way, Jose. We'll take a look at gold. Just gold gives me a tummy ache when I take a look at it on the daily. It's pretty crazy. Definitely in a new downtrend. Duh. Doesn't take a genius to see that. Google. We are at the top of our channel, little Google guys. We're way up here on the stochastic and moving up on the MACD. That's a good sign. Good sign. I think we probably have a trend reversal here, at least on the daily. But no trade at this time. LinkedIn. Just a nice little orderly tight march. No volatility on this. IV percentile is 7. It doesn't get any lower than this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, nothing there for us today. NDX. Getting a lot of chop, topping all over the place. I wouldn't go bullish on this again. I would not do a bull put. Even with a 20 delta, because if we were to look at it, and let's take a look at it, we would have to look at next week, I think. Our normal expiration, a bull put would give us, wow, what IV percentile is 20, huh? 40, 50, that's not low enough. I need to open up some more here. Let's go 28. Usually that gives me enough. And I can get down to 23, 40, 30, 40, 30. Right around here. If you want, I'll put it on the list. But I ain't doing it. Alright, Netflix. Might be able to get to 40-20. I don't know. Netflix. This would be, I think, a pretty good trade for this week if you wanted to go negatory or a bear call. If we can just get up here, we have 2 more days to Thursday, so I'm not sure exactly. Well, I would do an index trade is what I would do. I wouldn't do an individual trade. So this markup here was just because it's trading in this channel, and I was interested in, because it was moving up to do a bear call, so I was interested in doing that side of it to cover this consolidation here, but it's not ripe yet. All right, price line, not ripe yet. How you doing, price line? Oh, you're trying to come back. I don't like these big moves. Maybe if it comes back up here, we might do something. So I'm going to put a target up here. All right, let's take a look at RUT. Lots of choppiness. This is one that I would like to do a bear call on. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Make a side note on this one. And since we're at 50 already, if we get a little hook down here, it's eligible. Because 20 deltas, we get a hook at 50 or above for a bear call. We're in. SPX. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to type them. Okay, we're looking for them. It's kind of a setup here on SPX. So I'd be looking for a 20 delta on that for sure. Just for this week. But I'm not going to write it down. RUT, I think, could be in a new trend, but SPX is looking, well, I mean, it's been pretty strong the last week or so. All right, the last week or so, you mean the last month? Okay, the last month. Tesla. All right, Tesla, we are very close to a setup. Very close. And then last but not least is Visa. And we're looking to do a bear call on Visa, and look what it did. So that's finished. But if it stays in this channel, then we'd be looking to do a bull put. So let's activate this puppy and move it up here. Okay. Hey, never want to argue with what I'm seeing. All right, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.